Hi guys, I just started this recording. I recorded for exactly 1 minute and 18 seconds before I realized my microphone was not on. Welcome back to Aiden Wright Vlogs in 2026. It's genuinely been like a month since I've done this, and this topic came to me when I was talking to my good dear friend of mine earlier about the exact topic I'm going to write on this whiteboard here. Um, One thing I did notice in that 1 minute and 18 seconds is that I'm kind of looking down. I'm looking right here, specifically right here, which you might notice is below the camera. The camera's right here. That's because my OBS, my recording software, is open right here. Camera is there. We're gonna be talking today. If this is plugged in, I can actually wait. Okay, it's not. I actually have a light like right there above my thing, not turned on. My face is in the dark. It's optimal. It's optimal. Um, I look at Discord here, and I have like my sub count because I was graphing my overly ambitious sub goals versus my sub count earlier. We're not gonna get into that. Today, I'm gonna get into the topic of like chasing passion, which is something I say at the end of every single like piece of content I physically make. If it's something uploaded on like my main channel, PunsYT, or my second channel, PunsYT2, at PUNSYYT. Gotta shout out myself. You want my full signature for when I'm rich and famous? I'm gonna sign with this. Okay. I'm genuinely just like straight up ego maxing. Whatever. Taking the cap of this, we're just using this red marker here because I think it's best to show here because I kind of need to draw this in a way. I also just realized when I'm turning away, you're probably not gonna hear my voice. Basically, chasing passion is something I constantly say because to chase passion means you physically chase a passion of yours. It's my overall philosophy in life in a way, and I actually had to pull up my old messages just to make sure I can say this properly, because there was like an exact path. There's an exact path that I believe can lead you to chasing passion. If I go here, wait. Okay. Basically, wait. Yeah. There's a 5-step goal. Okay. It's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is it. Each leads into each other. And all it does is it teaches you problem solving. Problem solving is the core to chasing passion. Okay? All you gotta do is identify. We're gonna get into this one way. I wrote it all down. Because I was gonna. This is like. When was this? This is genuinely like an hour and a half ago. Okay. That's a W. That's IWHFD. Okay. Okay. I also just got messaged by the exact person I did this about. We're ignoring them. Okay. IWHFD. That spells out IWHFD. Yeah. You can ignore this. This is the acronym you need to memorize. Okay, I feel like I'm just like genuinely just doing nothing. Basically, I feel like this isn't a long explanation. I'm literally 4 minutes into the video. I'm basically done it. All you need to do is identify your problem. First step. What's the problem I have? My main channel. I have a problem I just did. I want to do YouTube. Okay, actually, there's a small like W here. But the W that's there is you start with this W, it leads into this, and then you start repeating this loop. But you start with the initial W. The W is what do you want to do? What is your goal? Set goals. Like I'm running out of space. You gotta set goal. Just set a bunch of goals. I'm an overly ambitious person. I have 100% a lot of bias. I keep having so much hair in my way because I've got hair. My hair when I first started this channel, was not the greatest, but what's it called? You got to start with what you want to do. This is a W. What do you want to do? Set your goal. My goal was I want to do YouTube. Like, YouTube is my passion. I like to chase passion. My passion is YouTube. That's what I've found my passion to be so far in life. Identify what, okay, if you want to do that, have you completed this goal? If you have, what are you doing here for? You don't need, like, chasing, you have chase passion, or chase passion further. Find your whatever is halting your goal. Maybe if you have already achieved enough on YouTube that you're so happy about doing YouTube, how do you enjoy it more? What's something else you can do to fulfill yourself more? What's another passion of yours to chase? What is inhibiting? Once you find something that inhibits your passion, you start the loop with identify. Identify what is inhibiting your loop. My loop, right? I want to do YouTube. I am not doing YouTube. Like, YouTube is not a sustainable thing for me. I'm monetized. Have not earned $100 yet. $100 is if you want to get, for me specifically on YouTube. I'm just opening up, revealing everything. If you want to get monetized on YouTube, to get your first check from YouTube after being monetized, you need to make $100. If I haven't made $100, I can't be getting that. You know, kind of sucks. That's my goal. Like, my goal is I want to, before the end of my school year, which ends in low-key, like, 29 days. I'm kind of cooked. I think I can make, like, maybe 2 videos since then. Because the videos do take a little bit. Yapping. My problem, I've identified my problem. You can identify your problem. Pause the video if you need to. Identify. My problem is that my recent video that I made a couple days ago, literally the worst video I've made in a really long time. And the thing that's off-putting about it is I put more effort than I have in a long time into this video. It's like 20-something minutes long. I think it's got pretty good editing, but I think the overall idea was wrong, and I think YouTube Studio kind of cooked me a little bit. Whatever. Like, there's more I can go into. It's more like the CTR, because my thumbnail is really bad, and I physically could not change my thumbnail for, like, multiple hours. Blah, blah, blah. It's not the topic of this video. Not a lot of people are going to understand that. There's no point in explaining it to someone who doesn't want to hear it. Once you've identified your problem, you can move on to the W, which is, wait. Why. Stands for why. Why. I read it twice, because it's that important. Why is, like, wait. I think I messed this up a little bit. You were supposed to identify your goal, that was I. Then why can't you achieve that goal? Identifying what is inhibiting. Like, we identify what is wrong. Why is it wrong? I just talked about why my thing is wrong. My thing is wrong because a little bit of YouTube Studio, a little bit of cope there. My thumbnail was really bad. Couldn't change my thumbnail for hours. Literally all of my impressions came in the first, like, 8 hours, and then it's been flatlined since then. Has not picked back up. What am I supposed to do? I changed the title multiple times, changed the thumbnail, all that. I guess it was just a bad idea, overall concept. We're fixing that next video. Okay, now you've identified what you did wrong. You can move on to the H. The H is, how do you fix that? I feel like multiple of these, it's identify what is wrong, why is that wrong, how do you fix that? What's wrong with mine? Overall horrible concept at the start. I kind of had low emotion. Like, I feel like I would talk like yada 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 in the voiceover. Then I would go to the actual footage. I'm like, okay, so I gotta do this. Like, I'm kind of like whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. I was kind of like nonchalant in the actual thing. Video was really bad. I figured out what's wrong with it. How do I fix that? Show more emotion. I'm planning out this next video more. I gotta do this. Instead of what I would do before. I'm like actually just spamming words right now. Before, I would be like, okay, this is what I want to do. Let me start here, and I'll just record. And then once I actually just figure it out along the way, I go into the title and I start with the plan. But the plan doesn't work. It doesn't matter if I plan. I'm just fully talking about myself here. Full ego. Not really an ego. It's my video. I can talk about whatever I want. If I want to make a video, I can't set a plan like I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to act as if I don't know what I'm doing until I get to the next part. But if I plan everything I'm going to do, and then I do that, then I can act more into the plan, not be nonchalant. Don't be dumb. So that's how to fix. Exclamation point. Double exclamation point, like a brilliant move in chess. Hop on chess. I'm going to get back into chess recently. After that, you can move into step 4 out of 5, which is to genuinely just fix it. The F stands for fix it. Straight up. Okay? How do I fix my thing? My newest video was really bad. I know why it's bad. I know how I can fix it in future videos. Okay, fix it. Make another video. Just do that. I want to make 2 more before the end of the school year. I can start one now. If I really lock in, I can make one before the end of May. If not, early June, make another one before the end of the school year. The 18th, I think it is. How do you just straight up literally do it? You can't do anything if you don't actually do it. I'm kind of talking to one specific person here. I hope you're watching this video. Love you, twin. You need to just actually act. You just gotta do it. After you've identified, you know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. You know why you You know what you want to do. You know how to do it. You know why you can't do it. Whatever. Okay. You know what you want to do. Why you can't do it. Why you can't do it. How do you do it actually? Then you do it. Then you've achieved the W. You did it. It's literally that simple. It's just the whole thing is problem solving. The whole thing is problem solving, twin. The entire thing is problem solving. Obviously this doesn't work in every single scenario ever on the face of the earth. But it works somewhat pretty good. Remember, IWHFD is the secret on how to CP. Chase passion. Now, am I the GOAT? I don't know. It's been 11 minutes and 42 seconds. I'm going to end this video as soon as I hit the 12-minute mark, so have a great day. Chase passion. Shout out Rice the Ricey, Enderdose, Abergabber on a beat, Aberchar Skits on TikTok, Punzy YT. I don't know where I am. I really erased my thing. Have a good day. Super Sanares is a great